Oh, baby, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, take a look at this RPD. This is an extra large shirt, but take a look. I believe this shirt you can only get by playing Resident Evil 2, either at a live event or something. Bring it down a notch. But yeah, this is the only way you can get this t-shirt if you play Resident Evil 2 at some live event. I played it at New York City Comic-Con, and let me tell you, the whole story leading up to that is kind of weird, kind of bizarre. Okay, maybe not that weird, but we have, this shirt is gonna be one of a kind, and I'll be super upset if I find this shirt over there at Hot Topic. But this shirt looks so cool. Oh, it's so bad. Look at the handprint, and there's like a mouth. There's like a bite mark there. It's so cool. But let's talk about Resident Evil. Holy moly. The boys over there at Capcom released footage of Claire Redfield going against a licker. Now, we're not going to do a reaction video to that. We're just going to have the video up and running and playing. But I gotta say, the animation for this licker is so surreal. This is what I thought when I was playing Resident Evil 2 on the PS1, and the way how they look reminded me of the Molded. Now, if you don't remember, the Molded were those creatures in Resident Evil 7, and I remember in a developer diary or developer video, the way how they came about with the Molded is that they took actual photos of meat and created them. So what it looks like here with the licker, it could be that they following the same thing. They taking pictures of meat, maybe reusing some assets with Resident Evil 7 in order to fit it more with Resident Evil 2 and the lickers. And man, they look more difficult than ever to beat. I'm telling you, in RE2 there were nothing. They were just super easy to kill, a few shots maybe with a shotgun, but you can see here Claire is struggling with this handgun. I'm not sure, I don't think that's the Samurai's Edge, that's in the DLC. But she is taking some shots with this licker and it doesn't die, and the only way it does is when she uses the grenade launcher. And man, up close footage or up close image of that licker, I would love to get a high def straight up from Capcom because it looks amazing. Also in that video with Claire, it showed a new section. It showed like this morgue-esque section. Now, it's been a while since I played RE2, so if someone can remind me, is there a section here where there's like multiple storages of bodies? Because this also reminds me of Resident Evil 7. There was a little puzzle where you had to open up this, I guess, little slots of dead people, and the Molded will, come out and attack you. But we do get to see a new area, which looks cool, going up against some zombos there. I'm just scrimmaging on through the video here, but you guys are actually looking at the video. So yeah, the new section looks great, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this game, which I do have the story to tell you later towards the end, but we're going to go over on Twitter and talk about the new DLC, or I guess DLC information that we're gonna get over at the boys at Residents of Evil. I'll make sure I'll leave a link down below so you can follow them on Twitter and YouTube, because these guys dedicated straight up to Resident Evil, which is amazing because Resident Evil games come out like every couple of years. So we have extra DLC pack for the bundle. The what bundle? The collector's bundle? It's a bundle. We'll take a look. The deluxe edition. There we go. So we have Arclay Sheriff for Leon, Military for Claire, Eliza Walker. Now, if someone knew about this, I didn't, because this is amazing. If you don't know who Eliza Walker is, it was apparently in that demo, that RE 2.1 or 1.2, 2.1 demo, where you get to play as Eliza Walker. It's a character that no one's played as before. I don't know, I'm mixing up my words a little bit. But she was in that demo. and it's playable. You can actually find this. It's not completed whatsoever, but it's playable. You can find it online somewhere. I'm not going to tell you where because I'm having trouble finding it, but you can play as Eliza Walker in her motorcycle getup, which is cool. Also, we have Leon and Claire in their noir getup. Now, I did a little Google translation. So right here is background music, so you'll get a music. I don't know which version, but it wasn't clear on that. But over here you have, where's my phone is over there, but I believe it's the Matilda. If I'm correct, Matilda and, so we have the Albert model in that image. The Albert model is in that image right there. Okay, so I think I said Matilda. Sorry, the Matilda does not look like that. So you got the special weapons in the DLC is the Samurai's Edge and the Albert model. Thank you Google Translations. Also here, if we look closely, there's two different filters that go perfectly well with the setting. You get a monochrome image and you get like this Tuscan old school orangey film effect and filter. So you get all that stuff with the deluxe bundle, and there's a closer image of this filter which looks very noir-esque. Since it's fitting with the time, it's not fitting actually with the time. This is back in 1998. But Leon is looking great. He also reminds me of the actor from Smallville, Superman. He looks just like that actor. It's really bizarre. It's really bizarre. But the boys over there at the Residence of Evil pulled that image up. And man, oh man. So let me tell you how I got this shirt and actually played Resident Evil 2. So I'm over there at New York City Comic Con, and it's almost time for me to go. And I see this giant booth. It's an RPD station. I'll see if I can put up the video up here of my experience, but it's an RPD station, and it's decked out. You walk in, there's computers or faux computers, which are the monitors that we played on. There's cabinets, and there's blood on the floor, and it was amazing. But before I got in, I saw the line, and the line was capped. No one else could get on this line, and it was about 6 o'clock, and the convention ended at 7. So I'm here, and I'm asking the guy, and he's telling me, nah, man, we're done. But, we're done. We're done. Come back later. We might have some availability, but as of right now, it looks like we're done. So I go off my merry way, enjoying the rest of the convention, looking at random items, toys, figures, and galore. And before I leave, I say to myself, let me go back and see if there's any availability. So I go back, and I notice the line is getting much closer than before, but I see the same people, and it's a new guy who is holding the line, and he tells me, yeah, we don't know if we're gonna let anyone in, and it's 6 something at this point. And at one point, I didn't take an image, but there's a certain section or a certain spot on the line where it tells you it's an hour and a half from here, and the people from that portion were already moved up. So I'm assuming, oh man, it's gonna still be at least an hour or maybe 30 to 45 minute wait time. And the guy's just telling me, just wait. We don't know for sure, it's not guaranteed. We're almost done, but just wait near here. So I'm waiting about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. The guy goes into the RPD station, comes back out, and he says, we have a 90% chance. I'm like, yes, a 90% chance I can finally play Resident Evil 2, and it'll be the end cap of my Comic-Con night. The guy says, you ready to play? I'm like, what? Hell yeah, I'm ready to play some Resident Evil 2, baby, get me up in this line. He lets me in. I start recording. I see the t-shirts. I'm playing Resident Evil 2. Now, the guy gave us 2 options. We can play as Leon or Claire. And he was telling us that Claire's campaign is more action-based, and it was the Birkin fight. And Leon's campaign is more survival horror. Survival horror. So I said, you know what? I want the full, horror aspect. So I played Leon's campaign exactly knowing what was going to happen because we already seen that footage before. and it still got me. This game, the atmosphere, we were playing on some beautiful TVs. This game had you in, and we also were using the Astro A40s here, full like to the max, bro. The volume was to the max, and just playing the game, the controls felt good, it felt tight. Maybe the aiming, there's this issue with Resident Evil 7 in that engine where the aiming felt a little, I don't want to say delayed, well, it was kind of delayed versus your character and the crosshair. So the crosshair would move as the character would move like this. It took a second to get used to. See, I'm used to playing Rainbow Six Siege a lot, so that took a second to get used to, but the controls feel tight. Other than that, Leon felt great. The run button is the L3 push in, but you can really see the struggle when Leon was trying to run. The game was gorgeous. The sound was amazing. That flashlight definitely comes in handy. That game is super dark. I'm not sure if it was using PlayStation Pros. By the way, we were on PlayStation, but I'm not sure if it was on Pros or just a regular PlayStation. But you know, it looked amazing, and I'm so pumped that Resident Evil is going back to its roots. It's like, damn, man, we went through hell and back with RE5 and RE6. You know, we've come a long way, and you know, I'm just so hyped. I've never been so hyped like this before with Resident Evil, just because Resident Evil, at I guess one point or another, traumatized me. RE3 was very traumatic for me in the sense where it was super, like, it took me years to beat that game, and for some reason that game is like the shortest one in the series. It took me so long to beat that game. But I'm super stoked we're getting all of this DLC. I can't wait to use Eliza Walker getup. I just can't wait for this game. I want to see more, but in the same vein, I don't want Capcom releasing any more footage regarding Resident Evil. That Birkin fight alone, I felt they should have kept under wraps. There was no need for that. Show more of Leon's campaign, or, you know, just don't show us elements of the game that are major. Show us the small details. Because, you know, we'll miss some of the small things. Just show us more of that. Don't show us major plot twists or major turning points in the game. I really don't like that. I'm foaming at the mouth here because Resident Evil is one of my favorite games of all time. Wow, Capcom is doing a good job. I'm John from The Invasion Show, and man, oh man, if you're not ready for Resident Evil, ooh, I recommend you get it. I wish it was coming out this Halloween, but you know what? We have Red Dead to look forward to this month. Also, that WWE 2K19. Oh, it came out today. What am I gonna do? Anyway, this is John from The Invasion Show. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, like Mama said, keep that negativity to yourself. And if you want to support this channel for free, subscribe. Subscribe now. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about Resident Evil and Biohazard. It's the same thing. Let me know everything down below. Remember, I respond to almost every single comment out there. Now, John from The Invasion Show saying peace, peace, chicken grease.